What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me today. You are here just for what the title says, how to work Streamlabs SnatcherStyle. Today, I'm going to show you the magic of how I do my YouTube lives. A lot of you came here because you seen my lives, or you heard about it, or you're just here because you want to learn how to work Streamlabs. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you all the above. So we're going to dive right into it. The first thing you're going to have to do is download Streamlabs, and this is how.
What you're going to have to do is go to streamlabs.com. As you see up here in the heading, the link is also in the description of this video, and the title's right here on screen. So whichever way is easiest for you to do, this first tutorial that I'm doing is being demonstrated on Mac, but it works the same way on Windows. You could do it on any platform the same way. So what you want to do is go to streamlabs.com. Once you're there at streamlabs.com, all you want to do is click the download button here. I already have Streamlabs installed on my computer, so I'm not going to click the download button, but once you click the download button, I'll show you for demonstration purposes only, just in case you don't know how that works. So you click the download button here, right, guys? It's going to come down here to the bottom. You see right here? Once it comes down here to the bottom on your left-hand side of the screen, bottom left-hand side, you're going to right-click and hit open. When you hit open, it's going to open up the license agreement. And all you got to do is read your license agreement in full, which I already done. Like I said, this is already installed on my computer. And you hit agree, and then you're good to go. So, quick, right now it says download. Make sure you're downloading for the right platform, guys. This is very important. If you're on Windows operating system, make sure it's for Windows. If you're on Mac, make sure it's for Mac. As you can see, this is the free Mac operating software. It's 10.14 and it's 309 megabytes. So you got it. It's very important, guys, that you make sure that you have enough room for this on your computer, whatever computer you're using. Make sure you have enough room because this thing takes up a lot of RAM space and you need all of it to run efficiently. Okay, guys, after you got that done, we're going to move on to the next step. Once it's downloaded, we're going to show you what you should see next. It's going to look like when you first open up your Streamlabs. This is a blank canvas I started from scratch, so y'all can build along with me. Everything's going to look the same except for you won't have this writing that you see right here. This area is going to be blank. This is where your mini feed is at when you do streams. This is where all the information pops up for you to see what's going on with your streams. And also the color may be a little different. I am using Ultra. I pay for my platform, but you do not have to pay for that. So only thing you're going to see differently is when you first open yours up, you won't have that writing right here. And you won't have these little gold icons. You have the same icons, but the color will be different. Okay, so first we're going to familiarize ourselves with these buttons on the left-hand side over here. Oops, let me put that back there where you can see it. So the first button right here you have to push is your record button. That's how you come to the screen that we are in right now. Second button you have right here, guys, and let me mention to you too, if you hover over them long enough, it'll tell you exactly what each button is. So you see the first one right here is your editor. The second one is your alert box. Third is your themes. Fourth is your app store. And then the fifth, grow, highlighter, etc., all the way down, which we'll get into each one of these functions and each one of these buttons step by step. So right now we're going into the alert box. This is your alert box library. This is where you find everything on your screen that gives you an alert, right? So if you see these icons down here, you see it won't let me highlight them. Maybe it will. Let me draw it on it. Hold on, let's draw on that there so you can see. So if you look right in here, if you look right over here, those little icons there, those are paid versions. That's Ultra. So you will only be able to use anything that you see with that certain icon in that circle if you have Ultra, guys. If you don't have Ultra, you won't be able to use that. Now, I'm going to show you how you find the free stuff. And it's simple to find the free stuff. You can just come up here to search, actually, and type in free, right? And they'll bring up all the ones you do not have to pay for. As you can see, there's no icons in the right corner of these things because all these widgets are free. This is why I say you don't have to pay for it because you still get a whole lot. There's 9 pages of free widgets for alert boxes. These are all alert boxes only. And we'll get into what alert boxes do shortly. We just want to take you to the basics, guys, of how everything works and how you want to navigate through here. So we go back to our editor, guys, right? Like I said, you want to start this thing off very easy and simple, right? So the quickest way to start it off easy and simple is if you want a have it auto built. You can put it on autopilot. I'll show you how to do autopilot right here in this next scene. All right, so what I call autopilot is basically your templates, right? And how you're gonna get your templates, you're gonna come over here, guys. You see, remember the icons I told you about on the left that has all the things that you need over here? And the first thing to get started with your autopilot is going to themes. Now, this is if you don't want to take the time to set it up the way you like it, and you still can move things around and change things how you would like it. But let's go ahead and go over the themes here, guys. So when we click on themes, it's going to bring up this screen you see here. And these are all the templates of how your page can look. You know, if you want your page to look like this theme here, you're going to install this theme and it will have your page set up just as you see on the screen. So if you notice, one thing I want to point out, guys, is that a lot of this is designed for gaming. And if you follow my YouTube page, you know I really don't do any gaming on my YouTube page, but I still use Streamlabs because Streamlabs is an awesome platform, right? So we're just going to pick a theme. Let's see what themes they got here. Oh, let me point out as well, you see, also, some of these themes are free and some of them you need Ultra. All these here, it says you need Ultra, which I already have Ultra. So you want to do the same thing again. If you're not using Ultra, because we're working on a free version right now, right? We're doing free. So we're just going to go up here and type free. And it's going to bring all the free templates you can use to go ahead and get started. So we're going to pick one of these free ones. I always like to go with stuff that's cool. Let me see here. And also let me point out, you see out here where it says animated? Animated is where you're going to get all the screens that moves, right? See how they got those transitions, everything that's moving, you get the moving transitions. So if you want moving animated templates, you got to make sure it says animated. Like waves here doesn't say animated because there's nothing animated here except for you. You're the only thing that's going to be moving on the screen, your actual video, right? Now let me show you the difference with animated. This is just basic template, animated. So animated is going to have things that's moving in your transitions. There it is. I missed it. I got too impatient. Here it is, guys. You watch how it changes scenes and you're going to see it animate anytime. There it is, guys. See that? I had an animated transition. And you can look right here and see how many people are using this theme right here. And I don't know if that's going to help you decide or not. So let's dive right into it. I like animated themes personally, so I'm going to pick an animated one. This one looks pretty cool. I like colors and stuff like that. You scroll down here, and before I pick that one, let me scroll way down the bottom and let you see there's 18 pages of these free themes. So you can scroll and find which one fits you best. I'm going to go with this one here, guys. I'm going to hit install. We hit install, and it says adding as a fresh scene, install theme. And there it is, guys. So now we have themes created. If you look over here in the scene spot right here that was blank before, you also see my mic is set up and it's moving now. I have a webcam overlay already installed. We're going to touch in on all of that stuff right there in this next section, guys. All right. So the first scene on the, not the first scene, in the first section here, first window down here in the left bottom here, as you can see, where it says Found Texas Choice Charity Package. That was the name of the theme I chose. And the first scene it has in this group of scenes here is live scene. So over here on live scene, you have stream labels, this is your stream labels up here, guys, where, let me blow it up just a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. It's the top donor, this session. most recent donor, and top donor, right? Again, like I said, you could change all these things to say what you want. This is the quick setup. Like I said, later on, if you want to build it exactly how you want it, I'm going to show you how to do that in this video here or later on down the line. If you're a member to my Patreon, please share this Patreon, by the way. And sharing is caring. Help me get it out to other people that might need this help. And I'm going to go deeper into how to work everything and how to set it up later on in these Patreon videos. And as you can see, there's different packages. So if you wanting to dive in, you need more help, you can choose a higher package to get more help. I will comment with you, go back and forth. I'm also offering a package where there's one-on-one, me and you doing a video conference of me walking you through step by step of how to set up your page. That's a package available also here on Patreon. Okay, but back to it, guys. So like I said, this is your live scene, right? And that live scene, we have in them sources of this live scene, we have stream labels, we have alert box, which alert box is like when somebody gives you a donation or whatever, it's going to show up on screen for all your viewers to see. Here's a demonstration. And I'll show you how I created my custom one there later on, where you can make it whatever you want it to be, right? So that's my custom donation alert box there. And webcam, this is important, guys. Your webcam is important. So let's see if we can set up our webcam. Let's see what's going on here. And we're going to go to webcam. Like I said, let me tell you what I did first. So I stroll down the webcam, I double click on webcam. And if you notice, there's a folder here, guys. So if you want to see what's inside that folder, you click on it. There it is. So when you open up the webcam folder, you see there's two things in here. There's webcam overlay, which is what you see right here. That's that little box that will be around the webcam. And next is the actual webcam. So you want to go into the settings of the webcam to set it up, right? Because depending on what kind of webcam you're using, it's going to have different settings, right? I'm using the webcam that is built into the computer screen of my Mac computer. Again, we are on a Mac computer, but this works the same way on Windows, right? A Windows computer. So double click on that right there. There you go, guys. How's everybody doing? Now you can see me. Looking good, crystal and clear. So if you haven't done so, by the way, let me take this time and say, like this video, share it out and follow along because we got way more to come, right? So first thing you're going to notice is that this is my FaceTime camera. This is where you would pick the camera that you want to use. I'm using my webcam that is on my computer. That's the only camera I have hooked up at this time. But any camera that you would have hooked into your PC, your laptop, or whatever you're using to do your stream will show up in this section right here where it says devices. It's a drop down menu you click on to find your camera. And I'm using FaceTime camera. There's also another camera I have in my thing there, but I'm using my built-in FaceTime HD camera. That's the camera that is installed on the screen of my Mac. And we're going to go down here to where it says presets. This is where it's important at, guys. So if you see that we're not showing down here in that little box I told you about, and that's because our presets are not set right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I choose 1280, 720, and it depends on your camera and your camera's options of what you're going to be using. My camera, this is the highest option I got, and it's 1280, 720. So I'm going to click on that. And now if you notice, I am showing down here in the section over there, but something's still not quite right, right? So we're going to hit done on that right there. We're going to come over here and start working and figuring out how to fix this. So if I drag this box, it just gets wired like that. Why is it doing that? It's because it's not right. So I hold down shift and then it drags it that way. Why is it doing that? I have no clue. I'll hold option, right? And then there it is, guys. So this is on a Mac. I can't remember off the top of my head what it would be in Windows, but I'll find out for you, okay? I'll find out for you, and I'll put it in the description down below. But on a Mac, you're going to hold down your option button, then you drag it to where you want, right? So now I need to fit that inside of the window here. I need that to fit inside of this window. And we're going to make it fit just the way we want it. Don't worry, guys. We're going to make it fit just the way we want it. But first, we're going to get it lined up real good in there, right? Real good in there. Now, we're going to do option again, and we're going to trim that. We're going to trim the sides off, and there it is. All its glories. I got it fitting perfect, right? Looks good to me. I'm happy with it. If you're happy with it, we could move on. Let me tell you more about the screen we're looking here. Again, so this is my live scene, right? So I can add other things to be inside of here, right? Because I just got a blank screen right now. So if I wanted a background, I can add a background. I can do all sorts of different things with this screen here. I can change the size of my camera. If I want to be big here, I can make myself big. And let me do that, for example. Let's do that. Let's make ourselves big. First, let's make sure this whole thing is connected. We want to drag both. I don't want to just drag the camera. I want to drag everything. So here it is, guys. Everything's selected. I'll make myself full screen. Full screen there. I want to keep my border. I like the way the border looks. So let's keep the border in there. So the black screen is the full screen. That black box here. This black box right here is what your viewers will be seeing in full screen. Don't worry about the sides you see right here to the left and right of you. That's not part of the viewing screen that the viewers see. That's extra space for you to add more working windows to you so you can have on the sides of you. You can set this up however you like it, so you can add more windows here for you to operate and create with, right? So there it is. I have a border over there. Let's make it nice and smooth. And you can right click on this, by the way. I'll show you a quick way of doing it. Let's right click on it and we're going to go to transfer, right? And you want to stretch to scene, stretch to screen. Now it's perfect, right? All of it is all the way completely around. There's no gaps and stuff like that. So now we're completely full screen. And that's on this scene right here. And again, you can set your scenes up to be however you want it, because that's very important for people to understand. You set your scenes up of how you want it, not how the viewers want it, but it should be how the viewers want it, because that's who is joining you in your lives or on your gaming platform. Again, like I said, these are set up for gaming platforms. So that's why I had the little small screen when it first started out. And it's going to be having the game playing in the background with my little face over here or over there in the bottom corner. And I can show you guys how to do that. If you can see right now, my screen is in reverse. So I can change that. I could change that to be done, but that would be further on in the more advanced tutorials. And if you hang around with me on Patreon, you will learn as well. So let's dive into the next scene here, guys, in this next section. There it is. You seen that transition, guys. The transition, I think, was awesome. So as you can see, starting soon is the next transition that we're going into, which I think it should have been different. So what I would do, if this was me, I'm not telling you this is what you have to do. I would actually make this my first scene. So I just grabbed it and moved it up to the first scene. So now if I want to switch, if I want to start my stream is going, this is what people will be seeing at first. And I like to add music or something to mine, and that's simple. All you have to do is go over here to your media, guys. You click on sources. Let me move it a little slower. You go down here to sources. You click this little plus symbol, right? And you will hit media file. And in media file, you can add everything to do with MP4s, TS files, MOV files, FLV. Everything you see right here on this list right here is what you would click on media files and hit add source to add to your stream that people are seeing, right? And then you want to click on add a new source instead, right? And then you're going to name that file. I'm going to name it music. I'm going to add music. So when people are waiting for my stream to start, they can get some good music, right? And here's a tip for you guys. You can do this on every platform, but I'm going to use YouTube. I'm going to use YouTube for mine, right? You can go over to YouTube. So you want to go into your YouTube studio. And inside of your YouTube studio, you can go down here and click on audio library. And if you are new to YouTube, I have tutorials and I will teach you of how to set up your YouTube for success, right? But over here in YouTube, let's see what this sounds like. Let's see what this sounds like, guys. That's pretty good. So that's pretty good right there, guys. So what I would do is I would download that right there, guys. I'm gonna download that. And the smart thing to do, I suggest, is what I do, is open up a folder for Streamlabs, right? Which I already have. So I'm gonna go into my Streamlabs folder here, guys. And this is where I put all my stuff for Streamlabs. As you can see, I will place that into music right there. So all I'm gonna do is let's see if I can open up a second one. New Finder window. I'm gonna open up a new window here. I'm gonna drag that download. We're gonna go to downloads here. We can go to downloads. We're gonna drag that right into my Streamlabs folder that I have, right? And then I'm gonna come back over here to Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs, which is not called OBS anymore. It's just Streamlabs now. They recently changed the name. So to walk you backwards again, right? So I added a scene. No, we added a scene for music. And now we're going to pick what music we want to play. And how we do that is we go to browse, and then we look for that folder. We look for that folder that we put it in. We know we put it in Streamlabs. So we saved it to our Streamlabs folder under music. So we go to music, and it was Ice and Fire. We hit Ice and Fire, and that's it. Just that simple. And now, another thing, guys, another thing before I get too far. If you're not going to start your stream as soon as that ends, you need to hit loop. You hit loop there, guys, and then it'll continue to play. So right now you're not hearing it, right? And this is why I told you about your 3 sections. So this is a good time to explain section number 3 to you, the mixer. So you have your scenes, you have your sources, and then you have your mixer. If you look down here where it says music act, you can see it's playing, but I cannot hear it. The streamers, the viewers can hear it, but I cannot hear it playing, right? So this is why it's important to have you a set of headphones. You want to have a headphones and maybe a mic, but you don't have to, but it comes out a lot clearer and a lot better, and it's a better experience for the viewer. But you want to come over here to your settings under mixer. And this is how you're going to hear what's playing through your headphones as the viewers hear it, right? So we're going to explain a little bit of these functions. As I say, my mic right now is set to default. I could change the mic to the microphone I'm using as mono. That's the microphone I'm using right now that you're hearing me on. And also music, right? I want to change music to monitoring only. There it is. So as you hear, now there is music playing through the headphones that I would have on as the person making these videos. If you're the person behind the scenes operating everything, it's good to wear some headphones so you can hear all the sounds and things that's going on as the viewers are hearing it. So now I have music set up inside my stream, right? Inside my starting soon. So it would be something like this here, guys. I'm not going to play the music all the way on. And here's the thing that you need to understand. It's important for whatever platform you're using to get the music that you can use as copyright free or you pay for it. So if you know, I stream on YouTube, so I just go to YouTube and find YouTube's library music. This way I don't receive that copyright strike. So now when, like I said, I switch to my next scene, which will be my live screen. After I actually get ready to start my live, all I would do is click on live screen and boom, here it comes. Nice transition. And I'm on screen again to talk to you guys. Like I said, you want to, everything you add in there, you want to make sure it's copyright friendly. You know, you don't want to get any strikes or any complaints from anybody claiming copyright on your live or on your gaming, whatever. So you want to make sure you have access and you're allowed to use such things that you are using. Just very simple, and it's very smart to do. All right, now so that we got a lot of the basics covered about how to get your scenes going, how to use your sources, and how to control your mixer down there, you know. Next, we got to go into our settings and actually get you going to streaming on platforms. So we're going to do that by diving into the settings over here in the left side of your screen, down here at the bottom, the little wheel on the very bottom is your settings button. Click on that settings button, right? And you want to look for stream. Click on where it says stream right here. And this is how you connect all the platforms that you want to stream on. Me, as you can see, I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Trovo, and Twitch. So there's several more. You can add more destinations besides that by clicking on this little plus button down here. And then you can put the destination's name, click on a URL, and stream key if needed. And then you can add those as well. But right now, for the sake of this video, we're going to go with YouTube. And it's simple. All you would do is click on the button right here, and it's going to connect your YouTube, and it's going to ask you for your YouTube password and all that stuff. And once that's there, it's connected and ready to go. Now you're all set up, and it's the same way with Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, all the other platforms. You're just going to click right over here and add a destination for you to stream to. If you need more help with that, all you got to do is join the next tier up, the highest tier, and I can give you one-on-one access on helping you to get going. And also remember, with that access, the higher tier, I can also help you get the exact platform set up that you're trying to create. I will walk you through step by step on how to set up your screen, how to set up your Streamlabs to get the look you're going for, that you're wanting to achieve. You know, the vision that you have in your mind that you just can't get from going to get a template. I will help you with that. And if you're interested in that, all you got to do is join the highest tier I have available, which is not really that much. But time is money. I can't do it for everyone. So if I can give my time to everyone in the world, I would. But you know, we only have a limited amount of time. And I like to spend mine with my wife and kids. You know, but I definitely enjoy hanging out with you awesome people. Thanks again for viewing my video on Patreon. All donations is welcome. I like donations. That's what helped me to buy these things and these gadgets and to do more research and study to make life easier for you. Catch y'all on the next one. Snatcher is out. Peace.